Alright, I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting tired of this. I gotta get this done. Alright. It's not too bad out today, so I'm hoping that I can accomplish a little bit more than the last few days. Let me turn this radio on in case the light moves me. There. Alright, that antenna that I had made out there, the JPEG, the JPOL, which I haven't moved. It's leaning against the building. I haven't cleaned it. I haven't done anything to it. I made it. I put it up a couple years ago. It was fine. However, I got to research it. Usually they make these things out of tubular stock, like aluminum and things like that. And aluminum will start to somewhat, I don't want to say corrode, but it builds up an outer corrosion. And then it stops, and then that protects it after that. So, and plus your signal transmits off the outers. On a wire, for instance, it'll transmit off the outer. It doesn't transmit through the wire. It transmits around the outer of the wire. I'm just kind of kicking it around with you here at this point. There's a little bit more involved. I'm just trying to explain it rather quickly so that the non user can kind of understand it. Alright, so anyway, I am hooked up to the JPEG, which is sitting out there leaning against the building about 2 feet off the ground. So let's see what we come up with here. Right now we're just going through some things, and it actually looks like it's pretty good. Let's go to where we want to go here. Let's go to SWR meter, and let's hit OK. Hit OK again. Now, if I showed you that antenna and where it's sitting, you'd say, what? Now that's at 149 megahertz. So, oh no, off is fine. Here, I'll take you out there to show you what I'm talking about. I may have showed it to you before, but let's reference it to what we're doing so you'll know what I'm talking about here. Oh, I forgot to feed the birds. Oh shit, and they're all hanging around out here waiting for me. Okay, that antenna that I just checked is this one, right here, leaning against the building, about 2 feet from the ground. Now, this is all solid. This isn't tubular, and these are welded on. They're not bolted on. The only one that's got a bolt through it is this one because it needs a connector to hook up to the coax so it can isolate itself from the rest of them. So that's what I'm talking about. Let's move it over here to see if it makes a change. Because that is the brown one, and that's the brown wire. And after this, I gotta come out here and feed the birds. Gotta feed birds. Let's go back over here. Plug you back in. It's a new battery, but it's already half down. And let's go up and enter. And enter. Yeah, so it is changing a little bit. It went from 1 point, what was it? I forgot. Up to 1.7, which is still safe. So, why does this keep turning off? It shouldn't be. I can see it turning off if it was protecting itself from a high SWR, but that's not a high SWR. Let's go with the chart and see what that does. Are you guys getting this, or are you just seeing a glare? Because I'm getting a glare at this point. And I don't even know if you guys really care to see this or not. SWR chart. Yeah, that's still showing good. Showing 1.57. Okay. Back to the menu for a minute here. English, okay. Battery. What's they got to tell me about the battery? Optimal. Okay. Beep. That's fine. Sound, yeah. 50 ohm, yeah. Units, imperial, okay. Bands, American. Cable. Cable fact, yeah. What the hell is that? I have no idea what that was. Now, I don't know if you hear a little fan over there or not, or that one over there. I know the other day, yesterday, I had the squirrel cage going, and you heard that one. So I tried to tone it down a little bit. I could have taken it down a little bit more, but I wanted to make sure that you heard all the important info that I was giving. All right, this is what they call a JPEG. Oh, JPEG. JPOL. You have your 440 or 77 meters and your 2 meter, and this is, I guess, a driver. Now this is solid, and as you can see, it's really a mess. Now this has been out there for a few years, so you know, I wanted to do it this way in case it happened to fall down or whatever. So everything is welded except for this one. This one here is not. This one I'm going to take off because it will be easier to clean. And I'm going to try to get in here with a brush. I know I'm not going to get these spanking clean like new clean, but I want it a little bit cleaner than we do it, so put it that way. Water out of there. Yeah, that's been in there a while. Okay. I mean, I have more of these if I needed it. Now see how this works is, there's a 1/2 inch hole here. This is not a 1/2 inch, but the 1/2 inch hole that you need is so that this little lip on this washer snaps into that hole, preventing this from touching the metal. Because this is the, we'll say the power side, the 12 volt if we're looking at it that way. The power side, and the rest of this is ground. There's a little insulator in there that protects this from this. So this and this are isolated from one another. The antenna touches that, the center of the antenna touches the center of that, and then the thread-on piece naturally touches this. So that this is independent from everything else. And that's how that works. Now this one is screwed on there nice and tight. I am going to drop this one in a little cleaner. This is a good connector. This one actually has an Allen key on the bottom instead of just a hole. Now if you can kind of remember that as an Allen key. I can take this apart basically. Alright, but what I want to do is drop this inside hold on, is pink in there? Where acid from? I don't know yet. I don't want to wreck the insulator, so I want to, you know. I mean, I do have more. Do I have another one like this one? I don't know. They are a little bit more expensive. It's one of those things to where when this is all stuff that I've had for years, believe it or not. I'm looking for a little container of I'm walking around here when I get my feet. Get out of here. I saved it for this, and I'm actually looking for something bigger than what I needed it. Now what that is, that's kind of like that whatever it is that I was playing with the other day that I hate. Flex seal. It's like a flex seal, but as you can see, it didn't dry. And that is all over this, it looks like. Now this is going to take some doing. Okay, I got it. Let me put this out of the way so I don't knock it over. Put it back here. Okay. Let me get this rag over here. Get this out of the way, just in case I get a spark. Clamp on that. Maybe I should just clamp it right to that. Do a little bit at a time. I wonder if I can just take this. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Okay. What do I want to use for a brush? This one. I may have to put these on the 110 drill. I don't know if I'll get the speed that I want out of the way over battery drill. Should put gloves on. That grouped in there. Alright, let's see if we can Now the most important part of this is where that piece I just had in my hand goes up underneath because it grounds out to this. This controls everything. So I have to make sure that this is clean. Got a lot of slag on it, no problem.